Throughout the year, WNBA players were demanding to be given credit for elevating the league. Angel Reese claimed that she was, along with their pretend friends in the mainstream media, they wanted us to believe that the WNBA was exploding in popularity. They wanted to keep all the credit for themselves while downplaying the impact of the only star in the league, Caitlin Clark.
Angel Reese boldly claimed that people now watch women's basketball for her, but with Caitlin Clark's departure and Kelsey Plum stepping aside, all eyes are on Reese to lead a league in flux. The question remains, will she rise to the occasion, or will controversy weigh her down?
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Unrivaled, the ambitious new 3-on-3 league promised to revolutionize women's basketball with 6-figure salaries, high-energy games, and equity stakes for players. However, as its debut season approaches, a wave of withdrawals and PR missteps has left fans skeptical. At the center of it all stands Angel Reese, the league's last marquee draw. Despite dominating the offseason headlines, Reese's controversial moments have raised doubts. The stakes couldn't be higher, not just for her, but for the league itself. Can Reese back up her bold claims, or is this the beginning of Unrivaled's unraveling? This is the moment that will determine everything.
Without a doubt, Angel Reese is the biggest star in this new league. Hell, she is the only star with Unrivaled. There is not another player in this league capable of drawing a mainstream fly to this unknown turd. Whether it's fair or not, the success or the failure of this league, it is going to be directly tied to Angel Reese. Does Angel have enough drawing power to capture mainstream interest?
Angel Reese has always thrived in the spotlight. At least, that's what she claims. From her championship win at LSU to her infamous viral celebrations, she's never shied away from making bold statements, like declaring, "People watch women's basketball for me too." Now, with no Caitlin Clark, Sabrina Ionescu, Kelsey Plum, or Asia Wilson to share the load in Unrivaled, the time has come for Reese to prove it. Is she ready to lead, or will the pressure reveal her cracks?
Well, now, jealous WNBA players will have the opportunity to earn that credit. Now, players like Angel Reese, they will be given the chance to test their star power.
Unrivaled has handed Angel Reese the ultimate stage, positioning her as the league's centerpiece after top-tier players bowed out. She's expected to draw fans and drive interest. However, her off-season has been marred by distractions, podcast appearances, social media spats, and public backlash over her responses to criticism. Meanwhile, critics point to her underwhelming stats, including a shooting percentage of just 39% and inefficiencies near the rim, arguing that she's not yet ready for the mantle of leadership. After all, who wants to watch more brick shots?
Shooting 39% on the year, as a power forward, as a 4, as somebody who shoots within 5 feet of the basket on, let's say, 90% of your field goal attempts, that's not too good.
This isn't just about basketball anymore. It's about legacy. Angel Reese's claim to fame has often been tied to her charisma and ability to captivate attention, but the absence of key players raises the stakes. Without them, she has no safety net. Every move will be scrutinized, and missed opportunities could haunt her. The league's success and her reputation rest squarely on her shoulders. The timing couldn't be worse, as detractors grow louder. Critics question her focus, especially after recent practice videos showing flashy long-range shots instead of working on her game near the rim, fueling doubts about her readiness.
Now, the other recognizable name on the roster, Angel Reese, who has got to be absolutely terrified. It is not going to be a good Christmas for the villainous Angel.
I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, like just because of one single game. And just looking at that, like, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on.
And yet, for all the doubts, there's a silver lining. Angel Reese has always thrived under the weight of being underestimated. From college champion to professional player, her journey has been defined by moments where she defied the narrative. Now, she has the chance to silence her critics once and for all. For Reese, this season is more than just another opportunity. It's a defining moment. Her performance will shape not only her career, but also determine the fate of Unrivaled's shaky debut. The stakes have never been higher. The question remains, can she deliver when it counts?
The only chance that Unrivaled had to succeed, the only way that people would actually watch this new league, Caitlin Clark, she officially rejected their offer.
Caitlin Clark's decision to reject Unrivaled's historic offer wasn't just a choice, it was a statement. The $1 million deal, equity stakes, and promises of star treatment could have made her the face of the league. But Clark's response was as decisive as her gameplay, sending a clear message about her priorities.
ESPN reported that Caitlin Clark has officially rejected the generous offer. Unrivaled, though, they offered Caitlin Clark $1 million for 2 months worth of work. $1 million. Now that's $925,000 more than she is making in the WNBA.
For months, Unrivaled orchestrated an aggressive recruitment campaign centered around Caitlin Clark, from aligning with her trusted brand partners to signing her college best friend, Kate Martin. The league built a compelling case for her involvement, even teasing fans with cryptic social media hints, including her iconic jersey number 22. When Clark declined, the shockwaves were immediate. However, her reasons were surprisingly grounded. "I need a break from basketball," she shared, acknowledging the toll of a nonstop schedule that began with her record-breaking college career and continued into a high-profile rookie season with the Indiana Fever. By prioritizing rest and development, Clark displayed a level of self-awareness that resonated deeply with fans, offering a refreshing change in an era where athletes are often pushed to their limits.
I feel like basketball has really consumed my life for a year, so I feel like it'll be good for me to kind of reflect back on everything that's happened. Like, I feel like I didn't even have time to really reflect on my college career because it ended so fast, and then I came here and was trying to give everything I could to this team and kind of move on and put all that behind me and help this team, get back to the playoffs. So I feel like taking some time to myself and really enjoying that and reflecting back.
Unrivaled's plans heavily relied on the so-called Caitlin effect, a phenomenon that generated record-breaking viewership and sold-out arenas whenever she played. Without her, the league's credibility took a major hit, with fans accusing Unrivaled of exploiting her popularity to sell tickets. For Clark, the move was a masterstroke in control, preserving her brand integrity while reaffirming her commitment to long-term success over short-term gains.
Caitlin Clark essentially told Unrivaled, "You're on your own. Good luck making it without me."
Her decision also set the tone for the broader conversation surrounding Unrivaled. If Caitlin Clark, the biggest draw in women's basketball, didn't see the value, who else would?
I gotta ask you a basketball question. Yeah. I know that you work really hard in the off-season. You said yesterday you're always trying to get better. What's the thing that you're working on in this off-season?
I think, honestly, besides the actual basketball skill part of it, I think getting stronger, that's what I'm focusing on. I'm in the weight room a lot, just building that strength. Obviously, it was hard going right from the college season to the professional season. You don't get to spend a lot of time in the weight room, so that's what I've tried to focus on the most here. And then, obviously, a lot of things on the court. I'm always wanting to get better, and that's kind of what drives me, and I love it. I love getting to do it, and I feel very fortunate that it's my job.
While Caitlin Clark's decision to reject Unrivaled was seen as a masterclass in prioritization, Aja Wilson's approach left fans scratching their heads. Just 24 hours after Clark's rejection, Wilson's camp leaked that her offer from Unrivaled was even more lucrative, but instead of elevating her brand, it sparked controversy.
A'ja Wilson is not playing in Unrivaled, much like Caitlin Clark's not. But there's been a story surfaced by way of Sports Business Journal that is baffling, and it is getting absolutely crushed right now because nobody believes it.
Wilson's rejection of Unrivaled could have been a quiet, strategic decision, but the timing of the leak raised eyebrows. Fans quickly pointed out that no one had asked her to share the details of her offer. The narrative shifted from admiration for Clark's graceful exit to skepticism about Wilson's motives.
That's crazy because literally nobody asked, and sources close to A'ja Wilson decided to answer anyway.
Unrivaled had high hopes for A'ja Wilson, banking on her MVP status and star power to drive interest in the league. However, the leaked offer instead highlighted a deeper issue: trust. While the league promised to be a haven for women's basketball's elite, Wilson's rejection suggested otherwise. Fans and analysts began questioning whether the league's financial promises were sustainable and if players like Wilson viewed it as a viable opportunity. Wilson's rejection became another blow to Unrivaled's credibility, and the public nature of the leak undermined the league's ability to control its narrative. Instead of focusing on the exciting roster it had assembled, Unrivaled found itself grappling with another PR crisis. The comparison between Wilson's rejection and Clark's decision became impossible to ignore. Where Clark's exit reflected focus and humility, Wilson's leak raised questions about transparency and intent. For now, Unrivaled's struggles continue to mount.
Did you see how many people showed up to watch Caitlin Clark play golf? With actual attention economics at play, Caitlin's participation in any league has an existential bearing. Nobody outside of Asia herself cares about whether Asia shows up.
If Unrivaled thought it could recover after Caitlin Clark and Aja Wilson, Kelsey Plum's withdrawal might be the nail in the coffin. Announced just 6 weeks before the league's debut, Plum's decision sent shockwaves through the basketball community. As one of the league's earliest signees and a 3-time All-Star, her departure couldn't have come at a worse time.
Well, it looked like one player, like I stated, is definitely out of this deal. Now, that is Kelsey Plum. Kelsey Plum took to social media to let it be known she will not be taking part in the Unrivaled League. And this is shocking revelation.
Plum's Instagram post, citing the need to prioritize self-care, was met with support from fans, but also reignited concerns about the league's stability. Known for her electrifying play and infectious charisma, Plum was expected to be one of Unrivaled's marquee attractions. Losing her is more than a roster adjustment. It's a branding disaster. Plum's departure signals a deeper issue. Why would one of the league's biggest stars step away from such a high-profile opportunity? While Plum's statement emphasized personal reasons, fans and analysts speculated about what might be happening behind the scenes. The timing only fueled these suspicions further. Even more concerning is the precedent her exit sets. If Plum, one of the league's most marketable players, can walk away, what's stopping others? For Unrivaled, losing Plum is not just about missing her talent. It's about the loss of trust and excitement among fans. With grumbles of ticket refunds and rising social media criticism, the league's dream of redefining women's basketball may be slipping through its fingers.
This is going to hurt them significantly because Kelsey Plum is a staple in the basketball community. And for her to withdraw from this league, could somebody else be leaving as well?
For Unrivaled, the hits just keep coming. What started as a revolutionary vision for women's basketball has now become a cautionary tale of overpromising and under-delivering. With Caitlin Clark, Aja Wilson, and Kelsey Plum all out, the league faces its biggest challenge yet, proving it can still deliver a compelling product despite missing its brightest stars. At its core, Unrivaled was built on bold promises. Fast-paced 3-on-3 games, 6-figure salaries, and equity stakes for players meant to attract the best of the best. But with the debut just weeks away, those promises are under scrutiny. Fans who bought tickets expecting a star-studded lineup now feel duped. Unrivaled really sold us a dream, one fan tweeted, summing up the growing sentiment of disillusionment.
Ticket sales was through the roof when they had that 22-minute video because they let it be known that Caitlin Clark was possibly on the way. They simply used Caitlin Clark image and likeness to sell tickets. Now, once Caitlin let it be known that she wasn't coming, refunds was coming. People wanted a refund like yesterday.
Unrivaled's roster reveal, once expected to be a defining moment, fell flat with 2 wildcard slots left open, highlighting the league's failure to secure big names like Caitlin Clark and Aja Wilson. What was meant to be a show of strength instead revealed desperation, raising doubts about the league's ability to deliver. The financial model, offering 6-figure salaries and equity stakes, now appears unsustainable, given the lack of marquee stars. Fans and analysts are questioning if Unrivaled can still succeed without the big names it once counted on. As one insider put it, if they don't get this right, Failure is inevitable.
These women is finna be beefing over this, bro. Because with Nafisa Collier and Brianna Stewart being the face of this thing, relationships is definitely finna be at risk. Because we know they need people to play in this damn league.
Unrivaled stands at a crossroads. It can either focus on the players it still has, delivering high-energy, exciting basketball, or risk becoming another failed experiment in women's sports. The pressure is mounting, and the next steps will determine whether the league sinks or swims. With Caitlin Clark, Aja Wilson, and Kelsey Plum no longer in the picture, Unrivaled's dream of revolutionizing women's basketball has shifted to a fight for credibility. Fans are questioning the league's viability and whether it can live up to its lofty promises, with its debut now in jeopardy.
Once again, WNBA players are getting exactly what they wanted. Here is your chance to prove that you can make it without Caitlin Clark. Here is your chance to prove that you're all stars, instead of the reality, which is you're in the spotlight of the real star.
At the heart of Unrivaled's struggle lies a critical question. Can the league find its identity? Will it rely on high-energy games and underdog narratives to make its current roster shine? Or will it crumble under the pressure of unmet expectations? With players like Angel Reese, Brianna Stewart, Nafisa Collier, and others still in the mix, there's potential for a rally. But the spotlight is more intense and unforgiving than ever. Ultimately, Unrivaled's future hinges on execution. Bold marketing and flashy ideas only go so far. The league must deliver a product worth watching, one that lives up to its promises and earns back the trust of fans. The stakes have never been higher, and the pressure has never been more intense. However, sports are full of surprises, and redemption stories often emerge from the most challenging moments. Will Unrivaled become a cautionary tale, or will it rise to the occasion? The ball is in their court. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. More videos are on screen now.